So DE's previewing Khora. They got a lot of like, dev build issues and stuff going on. But I see what I need to see. I'm looking at Khora. I see the first, I see the second, see the third, see the fourth. Now with all of this going on, I'm looking and I'm like, oh my God, let's talk about it. So I didn't get to see the stats. So what we're going to do, we're going to do an in-depth breakdown, kind of like an early thought process on Khora, and try to see how this whole thing pans out, and to see if there's going to be any kind of synergy from what they were shown, or maybe a potential buff maybe later on when she comes out, right? So with Khora, yo guys, what's going on? Life of Rio here, and you guys let me know your dope ideas in the comment section. Now here's the thing is with Khora, I'm looking at her design wise. I don't really too much mind the design. It's not really that eye-popping to me either. It's not really like something that's whoa, it's nothing like that. She's just a very average looking frame, very average. Might need a deluxe skin, might need one. The thing is with Khora, I didn't get to hear about the passive, but the first ability is the whip. There's no more exalted whip. It's just a regular whip. It's just okay, that's just what it is. It's like Kurama Rose Whip off Yu Yu Hakusho, okay? That's exactly what's going on here. So here's the thing about this whip. It scales off of melee mods. And it's an AoE hit. You guys know when I see some god dang AoE, my mind just starts evaporating. Like, oh my God, they're doing the right thing. Thank you. So it's an AoE whip. It looks like it does a nice amount of damage. Now, I'm going to make some like weird comparisons here. I'm just going to say it. I wish Wukong's Iron Jab was, the same exact way to where, you press it one time, hit an enemy, and it's AoE. But, that's a topic for another day. But Khora's first ability looks like something you're always going to be using. It looks like something that's always going to be in your bread and butter type move sets. You know what I'm saying? Something that, with each Warframe, you want to know what moves you're always going to be using, what moves is good, what moves looks like it's going to take you into further on late game. And the whip scaling off of your melee mods seems to be a thing. And what I'm looking at when I see the whip scaling off the melee mods, and how much damage it's doing, and the fact that it's AoE hitting a group of enemies and it has a nice amount of range. I don't know if range mods are actually going to be considered off of that as well, but if it does take range mods into account and not just ability range mods, then that would be pretty dope as well. Or maybe it can use both. Now, with that ability, it looks like it has so much potential. I can't really lie. That's a really good first ability. I'm very proud of, to see that is her first ability. Here's the thing. A first ability that scales off melee mods means it's really strong, very cheap, very spammable, and it's AoE. So that is a really good thing that's going for you right there. And there is synergy within her kit that's going to be used with the first ability. So it looks like she's going to be tied to the first ability a lot from whatever else I was seeing. So that's pretty nice right there. Now, the next ability, I think it's called like Snare or whatever. I don't really care about the names. The second ability, really, really cool. I actually like the second ability. Now, the second ability, the word snare or the name snare is a perfect one. What it does is that you hit one enemy and you put some kind of weird material around them. It looked like Play-Doh, like a Play-Doh whip around them. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point is what it does, right? So when you hit them with your second ability, what it does is any enemies that get close to that enemy then gets snared and gets trapped. And I'm looking at it like, oh, Khora, girl, you looking kind of sexy. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. So the first is good from what I'm seeing. The second, I want to know if it's scaling off of duration mods, range mods. You should be able to tie both of those in there. It should not be a locked number. So I want to see how those work off duration mods. I can see a lot of things for that. That is going to be one of her go-to CC moves as well, depending on the overall base range of it. But anything that snares, you trap a heavy gunner, other enemies come close, and you're in a corridor area, you can lock all those enemies down, then use your whip, and then that's really good synergy for everything else that you're doing, or with your melee mods. So I can see her, she has a little like choke point-ish gameplay going on. I'm not gonna lie, especially with the rest of the abilities coming in. Now, do remember that they changed Khora from IPS. from the damage, slash, and puncture. Now she's basically offense, defense, and healer. And I'm like, whoa, Oberon, what we talking about? Oh, whoa, did I trigger any Oberons in the comment section? Because you guys have been doing good and you've been getting respect on YouTube here lately, so I'm just not going to bring you guys' name up anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. So, second ability seems good for the kit. Second ability seems good for the kit. Now, the third ability is to where you summon your Kavat. I don't know what the Kavat name is. We're going to call it Elmo, right? The Kavat name is Elmo. It's deadly. Now, you can switch modes with the Kavat. You can put it to an offensive mode, defensive mode, or you can send it out to heal the teammate, the weakest teammate. You can send it out to heal. Now, I'm looking at it like this, like, whoa, whoa. I wasn't expecting any heals. I was like, Khora, you gonna heal? I'm like, okay. Here's the thing. I don't feel, this is my opinion, and if I'm wrong or right, it doesn't matter. Right? It's an early breakdown thought. But this is what I feel. I don't feel like the heal is gonna be like a big part of her kit. Especially with the changing modes. Sending out to do offense and defense. I feel like the third, this is just me. I feel like the third is really, really cool and unique for her. I don't feel like it's going to be doing that much. I feel like the first and the second is going to be like a go-to. The third is just going to be something that you throw out for the distraction, and maybe you want to heal, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope the heal is powerful. I hope you can set it into offensive mode. The offense on the Kavat is great. Well, on Elmo is great. And then the defense potential also. So now the synergy that we have here is throwing out the 2. Once you throw out the 2, you can then go into the 3. Once you have the 3 out, you can send the Elmo out there to attack all the enemies that's ensnared in the 2. And then you can just hit them with the Django. So all of that is kind of tying together, and I'm thinking, pretty nice. Pretty nice kit. Not subpar at all. It's looking pretty decent, but we need the numbers. From what we're actually seeing, it's potential there, right? It's potential there. Now, the fourth ability for what we always wanted to know with the legendary Khora, the avatar of all avatar, the girl that cheated on you with your next door neighbor, it's a dome. And I don't know how I feel about it. Well, here's the thing. She's giving me the mag vibe. A little bit of that mag vibe. A little bit of that Vauban vibe. She's giving me that trap frame vibe. Like a frame that just traps you. Please don't say Neja in the comment section. Okay? So, here's the thing. Her fourth ability creates like a dome. And it's kind of like, like when you create like it. Best way to explain it. It's Vauban's Bastille. Not as flashy, but it is Vauban's Bastille. Enemies that get in the area of it gets trapped. And I'm looking at it like, okay. Okay. Alright. Then while they're trapped in there, you can send out Elmo to go, attack those enemies because they're going to be unable to shoot and all of this stuff. And I'm like, it's not really flashy. It's not really flashy. You can barely see it too much. But it kind of looked like a space figure to how you add up the lines and everything, and they get trapped in there. So, once again, good defensive move, it seems. Depending on the base range of it, I want to see it. Good defensive move. Bring synergy towards her third. Bring synergy towards the 1. Bring synergy to... I don't see why you need to use the 2 in there. Unless you trap all the enemies and you want to ensnare them. You know what? Hold up. Let's go back to this. The fourth ability definitely reminds you of Vauban's Bastille. The second ability, in some ways not as powerful, but has some small connections, reminds me of Vauban's Vortex. Not as powerful. Ensnare, you hit them with it, and then it pulls them whenever they get close. It all locks them up and together. Kind of give me that like she might have, got in Vauban's utility belt, ish a little bit. But overall, a defensive ability. The fourth ability, the dome, is going to be a defensive ability. It's going to be an ability to where you can lock down a choke point. So I can definitely see her being useful there. As far as damage buffing and all of that, I feel like the 1 might be just your go-to damage buffing move, and then you add in your elemental combos with all of everything else that you're going to be doing. So overall, from the kit, from what I'm seeing without the numbers now, it seems to be a pretty solid frame. Pretty solid. Offensive wise, you're one. Defensive, and basically what I'm seeing is an on the go type frame. You can, parkour, roll, boom, boom, throw your one out, AoE, and a lot of damage because of your melee mods. Jump around, boom, boom, throw one, hit one enemy, take your attention off of that enemy while moving around, and come back. That enemy is ensnared with a lot of different enemies. Then you throw your one out, or you throw out a weapon that is strong enough to kill them. And I'm like, whoa, okay, freaking lot of stuff going on there. Then you can have your 3 out, which is gonna have enough, which is gonna have a. I hope the cat pulls in a lot of aggro, and I really do hope the cat don't die really fast, because you can have the cat up for distraction going out, or maybe the cat can even heal you. I want to see that. That is going to be pretty cool. And then you can lock down another part with ensnare there. Then you can use your fourth on another area to trap them, and then you can go there and finish those enemies off. So I'm seeing a lot of potential. I'm seeing a lot of different things that you can actually do. So Khora so far, overall base early point of breakdown review, seems like a very solid frame. Not super flashy. And we all know the frames that are not super flashy for some reason has been really good. Okay? So you guys let me know what you guys think about this, early access review. Thank you guys so much. I freaking love you guys. Much love to you guys. Thank you for all the love, man. I've been looking at my videos. Sorry, I missed 2 days of upload. I got home this morning at 6 in the morning, guys. 6 in the morning. I did a 18-hour shift. I'm beat, man. I am so tired. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. I love you guys, and I'm just going to keep uploading content that you guys love, that we can all laugh about, and I can be more entertaining for you guys. So much love. Thank you. And I'm so sorry. I felt so bad. Oh my God. I felt so bad about my last video. Like the audio, like when I was uploading it, was just completely thrown off from when I regularly upload it and then when it got on YouTube. I was so sorry about that. But thank you guys anyway for all my main supporters, for the people who love me and went and actually still watched that video. Thank you guys. I love you, love you. That when I seen you guys still supporting that video, it meant so much to me. So I'm super grateful. Thank you, and have a beautiful day.